Melquiades returns to Macondo after experiencing death, actively seeking connection with José Arcadio Buendia. Their reunion emphasizes the crucial themes of friendship and the inherent human need for companionship. The creation of a daguerreotype illustrates a quest for permanence amidst the transience of life. José Arcadio Buendia's fascination with the photograph highlights the ongoing struggle between memory and reality. Ursula's efforts to expand their home reflect her desire for stability and family growth. This physical manifestation of change underscores the evolving dynamics within Macondo. José Arcadio Buendia asserts the town's independence by challenging the legitimacy of Don Apollinaire Moscote's appointment as magistrate. This act emphasizes the community's desire for self-determination. The townspeople's contentment with their peaceful existence illustrates their commitment to maintaining autonomy without outside interference. This strong sense of community and identity prevails throughout Macondo. The introduction of the pianola and the ensuing dance party symbolize the blending of tradition and modernity in Macondo. This event showcases the community's adaptability while reinforcing their cultural identity. Aureliano's desperate attempts to connect with Remedios highlight his emotional turmoil and longing. His repeated affirmations reveal a profound yearning and an inability to let go of the past. The bond between Aureliano and Rebecca reveals the complex emotional landscape of love and loneliness. Their shared moments illustrate how love can lead to deep despair and obsessive behavior. Aureliano's visit to Caterina's store with friends demonstrates his attempts to escape sorrow through distraction. Yet, with each drink, he becomes increasingly haunted by memories of Remedios. Melchizedek's transformation and isolation in a new room signify a withdrawal from the world, contributing to his decline in health and appetite. His surroundings reflect his deteriorating state. The recurring mention of Equinox and Alexander von Humboldt in Melchizedek's writings suggests a profound exploration of time and knowledge. This connection embodies his search for meaning amidst isolation. José Arcadio Buendia's refusal to bury Melchizedek highlights themes of immortality and the struggle against death. His actions reveal a deep belief in resurrection and the importance of legacy. José Arcadio Buendia's emotional state is portrayed through his obsession with the past, revealing an inability to accept change. This reflects the overarching theme of time's relentless passage. The wedding preparations for Aureliano and Remedios Noscote expose societal pressures and the challenges confronting young brides, marking a significant transition from childhood to adulthood. Father Nicanor's attempts to establish a church in Macondo showcase the ongoing struggle between faith and skepticism, illustrating the community's complex relationship with religion. Remedios, a source of joy within the household, suffers a tragic fate that weighs heavily on Amaranta's conscience. Her vibrant presence once brought laughter amidst ongoing family conflicts. Amaranta's guilt transforms her relationship with Aureliano José, whom she adopts in an effort to alleviate her solitude. This decision further intertwines their destinies within the family drama. José Arcadio's return from his travels introduces chaos and tension, significantly impacting Rebecca's mental state. His presence ignites both desire and distress among family members. Pietro Crespi's enduring affection for Amaranta illustrates a deeper emotional connection, despite her initial reluctance to accept his marriage proposal. Their relationship evolves amidst both personal and societal challenges. Aureliano's perspective on marriage is shaped by the prevailing political climate. He articulates doubts about the appropriateness of weddings during tumultuous times, reflecting broader societal upheaval. The political landscape intensifies as Aureliano navigates the complexities of loyalty and ideology, impacting his personal relationships and decisions. This highlights the conflict between personal desires and collective struggles. Aureliano's transformation into Colonel marks his rise in power amid chaos. His leadership is characterized by numerous uprisings, underscoring the tumultuous nature of the political struggle. Arcadio's brief rule exposes the dangers of power in inexperienced hands. His arbitrary decrees and cruel actions reveal the harsh realities of leadership during tumultuous times. Ursula's defiance against Arcadio underscores the resilience of individuals faced with oppression. Her fierce confrontation embodies maternal strength and a challenge to the status quo in Macondo. Pietro Crespi's intense longing for Amaranta is vividly illustrated through his extreme actions, including writing notes and singing for her. His efforts go largely unnoticed, highlighting the pain of unreciprocated love. Ursula's determination to honor Pietro's memory, despite religious opposition, showcases her unwavering character. She insists on a proper burial, reflecting the community's support for his tragic fate. Amaranta's emotional detachment and subsequent self-harm starkly illustrate the deep psychological scars left by her choices. Her inability to confront these feelings leads to a lifelong reminder of her remorse. Colonel Gregorio Stevenson delivers news of impending defeat, urging Arcadio to surrender while ensuring the safety of his men. Despite this warning, Arcadio chooses to resist fiercely. Arcadio's decision to fight is marked by madness, leading a mere 50 poorly armed men against a formidable opposing force. The emotional drive of his former pupils fuels their commitment to this losing battle. In the end, Arcadio reflects on his life and relationships, recognizing his true feelings for those he once claimed to hate. His last requests for his children's names highlight his longing for a meaningful legacy. The emotional weight of their visit underscores the struggle to maintain familial ties amidst adversity. Both characters grapple with their past choices and the inevitability of change. Colonel Aureliano Buendia's reflections on premonitions and death illuminate his internal conflict. He wrestles with his impending fate and the burden of unfinished business. The tension surrounding Aureliano's execution encapsulates the political climate of the era. The fear of repercussions for carrying out the sentence illustrates the volatile nature of power dynamics. The establishment of total war by Colonel Aureliano Buendia signifies a strategic shift against the regime, underscoring the intense nature of the ongoing conflict. This decision was both personal and political in nature. The mysterious circumstances surrounding José Arcadio's death weave a narrative rich in intrigue and unresolved tension within the family. This event underscores themes of fate and life's unpredictability in Macondo. Colonel Aureliano Buendia's reflections during convalescence reveal his internal struggles and motivations for fighting. This contrasts his pride against deeply held ideals, offering deeper insights into his character. Amaranta's internal conflict becomes evident as she grapples with her past love for Pietro Crespi while facing the potential loss of Geroneldo. This highlights her complex emotional landscape. The atmosphere of impending doom is palpable as government threats loom over Geroneldo, showcasing the harsh realities of war that overshadow personal relationships and desires. The theme of familial duty emerges when Ursula comforts Amaranta, emphasizing the vital importance of caring for loved ones during wartime, thus demonstrating their bond and resilience. The ongoing conflicts and revolts led by Colonel Aureliano Buendia underscore the instability of the region during a critical historical period. His actions frequently faced drastic reprisals from the government. Colonel Aureliano Buendia's shifting allegiances, including his eventual cooperation with federal forces, mirror the changing political tides in Central America. His aspirations for unification venture beyond personal conflict. The relationship between Aureliano José and Amaranta highlights the deeply intertwined personal and familial struggles against the backdrop of war. Their interactions emphasize desire, taboo, and the complexities of love. Ursula's concern for Aureliano José underscores a generational cycle of behavior, where youthful promise often leads to failures and disappointments. This pattern is evident in both Aureliano and Arcadio. Pilar Ternera's character embodies lost hope and acceptance of fate. She reveals the emotional toll of unfulfilled desires and the impact of solitude on personal connections. The escalating political tension in Macondo illustrates the broader implications of familial struggles, revealing how personal conflicts intertwine with the chaos of revolution and societal change. General Moncada's reflections caution against becoming what one opposes, emphasizing how hatred can distort values and lead to tyranny. This internal conflict remains central to the story. Colonel Aureliano Buendia's transformation reflects the emptiness of war and the loss of purpose. He becomes increasingly detached from his past ideals and responsibilities, painting a bleak portrait of war's impact. The dynamics between Colonel Geroneldo Marquez and Amaranta reveal how personal relationships strain under the pressures of war, illustrating the emotional toll and alienation experienced by those involved. The conflict between loyalty and betrayal emerges when Colonel Geroneldo Marquez accuses Aureliano of treason, highlighting the complexities of allegiance during wartime. Ursula's confrontation with Aureliano unveils the profound personal consequences of his actions. It emphasizes the emotional disconnect stemming from prolonged warfare and power struggles. Aureliano's determination to end the war, despite its brutality, reflects a desire for liberation rather than glory. This desire highlights the harsh realities faced by soldiers in conflict. The emotional distance between Aureliano and his family starkly illustrates the impact of war on personal relationships. His mother's concerns encapsulate the tension between familial loyalty and individual ambitions. Aureliano's decision to sign the surrender documents marks a pivotal turning point in his life. This act symbolizes the end of his aspirations for glory, transitioning him to a more somber reality. Ursula's revitalization of the family home represents hope and resilience amid despair. Her efforts signify a new beginning, despite the shadows cast by their past. The initial confusion between the twins creates chaos in their lives, affecting their relationships. Notably, their teachers struggle to distinguish between them. As the twins grew, their synchronized actions demonstrated an intrinsic connection. Yet, Ursula questioned whether they had inadvertently swapped identities during their childhood games. The twins developed contrasting personalities, evident in their reactions to violence and war, shaping their individual paths and beliefs as they matured into adulthood.